What's up? Me here with an album review of probably one of the more anticipated albums of 2014, and that is the new album from the band Decapitated, entitled Blood Mantra. If you don't know Decapitated, they are a death metal band from Poland. Um, this is their sixth studio album, and this is the follow-up to 2011's Carnival is Forever. And that was the return for this band. You know, they took time off after their drummer passed away, and then they came back, and I think Carnival is Forever is a fucking phenomenal album. It's probably my second favorite Decapitated album, to be honest with you, behind Nihility, which is my favorite Decapitated album. I'm pretty sure that's the case for a lot of people out there. And so I was really, really looking forward to new music from Decapitated, and it's fucking here, and it's fucking great. I love this record. This is a really solid piece of extreme music, to be honest with you. This album starts off with the track Exiled in Flesh, and it starts off with just some very nice tremolo picking, and it slowly builds up, and then it just fucking destroys you. And I love that. Like, oh my gosh, the riffage on this record is fantastic, I think. A very good mix of technicality and speed and a little bit of simplicity, and it's great. And I really think it works. I take my favorite riff on here, to be honest with you, is the opening riff to the blasphemous psalm to the dummy god Creation, first track they released from this album. That you cannot listen to that song and not air guitar or just fucking headbang when that shit kicks in. It is so good. That riff is fantastic, and that riff, you know, I felt Carnival is Forever at times lacked a little bit of energy, a little bit. And this album has energy throughout, man. It is crazy how much energy is in this album. It's just non-stop from start to finish. It's just it's kind of a short album, and it just really, really kicks your ass. It's just a very good sonic assault to your face. I love it. Vocally, this album is really, really good, and I think definitely a step up from Carnival is Forever. I think Rasta is his nickname or whatever. He's a fantastic vocalist, and I just feel there's a lot more going on with this album in terms of the vocals. They're just a lot better. I feel they're better produced. I feel they're a lot more prominent, and I feel they're just used a lot better. They're just better throughout. It sounds better. It's fantastic, and you know, it really adds to the music. It adds to that anger that's throughout the whole music, and I love that. So definitely a thumbs up on the vocal department. Now the guitars, like I said, the riffs are really solid, but at times, maybe it's just me, but I sense some very big Meshuggah worship with this, and it's something that Decapitated really hasn't done much of. I look at the track, you know, Instinct or Nest, and Blindness, and they just have this Meshuggah vibe where it's just this very weird time signature type riff or rhythm, you can say, that just kind of keeps going and repeating, and then you throw in this very weird ambient lead over top of it. I think Nest is the best example of that, where it was just kind of a couple minutes of the same thing over and over again. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's part of Meshuggah's style, and it fucking works for them. And I think it works for Decapitated as well. It was something that was different, and I thought was a breath of fresh air than your just regular death metal assault, you can say. So I like how they're kind of expanding their sound a little bit. Some people would probably just be like, "When's the creation, Hillary? That's all I want, man. Where's the fucking death metal at? What the fuck is this pussy shit?" But I honestly think it's the best thing for this band. They're not the same band that they were back in 2002. You know, and that's cool. Drumming, my God, the drums are insane on this record. As I say that with every death metal album, but damn, they're so fucking interesting and fun to listen to, and it's just like, dude, yes. Just nothing but talent from their drummer, Mike Howe. I think this is his first album with them too, so props to him. Very good shit. I think if you just want something just absolutely balls to the walls crazy, this is a fucking great album to listen to. And I just think the songwriting is there, man. It has that energy to it, that anger, and that hook. And the hook lies in the riffs. And the riffs are completely here. And I love it. And I just, like I said before, I love the blend of just speed and technicality. And I don't think they're over the top technical. And that's cool too. The blasphemous psalm to the dummy god creation is a good example of that. Exiled in Flesh has some very technical riffs in it that are awesome. And the very Meshuggah-like parts, they're very technical. And it's cool. I just think this is a solid album. I think it's worthy for Decapited's, discography and their career, and I'm excited to see where they go. Do they go in a more Meshuggah-like direction still, or do they go back to a little bit more of the older days, a little bit more straight-up death metal, I guess you could say. I'm not saying they're not death metal. I'm not saying they're Meshuggah copycats. I'm just saying there's some influence there. And they're definitely going in a little bit different direction, I feel. That's really all I have to say. This is just solid musicianship throughout. And I really like this album, man. I think it's one of the better albums of the year. And it will definitely just rip your fucking face off. So I'm going to give Decapitated's Blood Mantra an 8.75 out of 10. Check it out. Just came out this past September 30th on Nuclear Blast Records. It's a really solid album. I urge you to pick it up. And the cover art is pretty fucking rad, too. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. See you around.